Hello everyone, today we are coming to learn about Python scripts and Notepad++. Please bear with me with the background noise. Let us continue. When we say a Python script, it is an executable file which has Python codes in a sequential order. It is considered as a program during execution. So it is a file, it has the .py extension, it contains Python codes, that you run. Now what do you use to run this Python script? We use the Python interpreter to run the Python script. Now the next question will be, how are we going to create our Python script? That is where a text editor comes in. A text editor is used to create scripts. It is used to write programs. And the good thing about it is that after saving your script, you can edit it, and you can run it, run it, and edit. Now the text editor we'll be using is Notepad++. There are other text editors like Sublime Text. We have a lot of them, but for this session and throughout the whole course, we will be using Notepad++. The first thing we will be doing is to install our Notepad++ text editor. So you go to the URL, this URL, you go to the downloads. So this URL will even direct you straight to downloads. Then you select the first one that comes for you to download. I like to download the latest version whenever I decide to uninstall my Notepad++ and then install a new one, or when I'm installing in a new machine. I like to use the latest one because it comes with a lot of features. So I like that one. Now you look through and then you select the installer, the 64-bit installer. I'm sure by now most of the computers are 64-bit. So you select that one, you download, and then you install. When you install successfully, you would see this page. This is a welcome page you would see, when you install the Notepad++ successfully. Now when we are done with that, we would create our first script, a very simple one, just to see if our Notepad++ is working well, and also whether the script we would write is working well. So we'll be using the simplest command in Python, that is the print command. It is a function. So when you look at the screen carefully, you'd realize I've already typed print into bracket into quotation marks, hello creative brain. It displays what you want the user to see on the screen. So with this command, I want the user to see hello creative brain. So I use the print command, and then in two brackets and quotation marks, I type hello creative brain. When we run it, we expect that our user would see what on the screen, hello creative brain. That's what is supposed to display on the screen for us. Now when we are done with this, we need to save the file, and we need to save the file as a Python file. So we go to save as type, save as type, and then we select Python file. Now we give it any name we want to give our script, and then we need to take notice of where we are saving the file, because we really need it when we are running the script. And we click on save to save the file. Now in running the script, I'm using the command prompt to access the Python interpreter. So I go to the command prompt, okay, and then I navigate to where I have saved the file. In this instance, I saved it on my desktop in a folder named Python, okay, and the name of my file is creative. You remember I told you for Python scripts the extensions is .py. So when you are running, you need to make sure that the .py is part of the name of the script. So after navigating to the Python folder, I type Python creative.py, and this is what I got. So now let us experiment what we've just gone through right now. I will be giving I'm giving you guys an exercise to do. I'm not going to do this one. It is very simple. If you really understand what I've just taught, you should be able to do this in just a few minutes. Thank you. So now let us experiment or practice what we just learned. So the first thing we need to do is to have our text editor, because we need that text editor in order to create a Python script file. So as I showed you, you go to this URL. In future times, I'm sure maybe it will change. So just try to understand the concept. Okay, so when you come to this part, this is how it looks like. You click on the Notepad++, the release. As I told you earlier on, I like to use the latest one whenever I'm downloading. Then you scroll down. We have the 32-bit, we have the 64-bit. My computer is 64-bit. I've already showed you in my earlier tutorial the Python 3 installation on how to check if your computer is 32-bit or it is 64-bit. So you can go there and check and see how it is done. By now you should know. I will advise you watch my videos from step to step. I've numbered them so that you can have a progressive understanding of how Python programming is done and you don't get lost. So you select the 64-bit and then you select the installer. I have already downloaded the Notepad++ and I've already installed it. So when you click on the installer, this is how it is. Then it will download the executable file for you. So I think I'm done with this one. I've already installed Notepad++. Okay, so you open Notepad++, you go to your search button, and then you look for Notepad++, then you select it. For me, to prevent the situation where I always need to go to search when I want to run a program, I pin it. Okay, so this is how you pin it. You right click. I've already pinned it, so let me unpin it. Then you right click, then you pin it. Okay, so that when you close it and you want to run the Notepad++ again, you don't need to go to search again. You just click on the Notepad++, and then that's it, it runs. Now I closed the introductory message that comes when you install. You freshly install Notepad++. As I showed you earlier on, this is what you would see when you open it for the first time. So the change.log. So you can just open a new page. Okay, to open a new page, this is the symbol. You can see new. So you just click on it, see new page. If you want to open another one, you just click on it. Maybe you are doing something here and then you want to go back to your earlier work you were working on, you just click here and then you will be able to access it. So now what I did was that I typed the print, okay, hello class, okay. So let me just change it back, type it to hello creative brain, okay. So I've already saved this file. To save a file, you can do Control S on your desk, on your keyboard, Control plus S, Control plus S on your keyboard. So you do the two together at the same time, and then the file is saved. But if you are saving for the first time, you would see this. You would see this window, which is a save as window. Make sure you navigate to where you really want to save the script. You go to the save as type, you click on it, you select the Python file, okay. Then the name, you give the name to it. I decided to give it creative as the name. You can give it any name you want, and then you save it, okay. You don't necessarily need to add a .py. Since you selected the save as type, it will take care of the extension. I have already saved it, so I'll just cancel it. Now, to be sure that it is really saved, I go to my desktop, the Python folder, and this is the folder. So now you can see the extension. It is a .py extension. If you can't see the extension, okay, then it means that you have not allowed your view, you've not allowed your view to see it. So what you do is that you click on view, okay, then you select file extension name. When you do that, you'll be able to see the extensions, okay. So let me demonstrate for you. If you see that I can't see the extensions that come with the files, but when I go back and then I select file extension, now I'm able to see the extensions displayed. Just to be sure that the file you've created is a Python file, you can see the Python symbol too as well. Now the next thing I think we are supposed to do is to run our Python script to be sure that what we have typed is correct, okay. What we have created is working very well. So as I told you, you go to your CMD, all right. Now you have to navigate to where you have saved the file. It's very important. So as I told you earlier on, I've saved it on my desktop in the Python folder. So I start with the command cd. Cd means change directory. Okay, you are moving to a different folder. Change directory. I go to my desktop. I don't want to type the whole desktop, so ds, then I I type the tab. Okay, I hit on the tab button on my keyboard. Okay, then the backslash, then Python. Okay, I tap and then it comes, I enter. So you can see that now, if you look at the path, I'm on my desktop in the folder called Python. To be sure that my file is saved on this in this Python folder I've accessed, I type dir. Dir in Windows means that it should list all the files and folders that I have in this Python folder. I have saved in this Python folder. So when I enter, I can now see my creative.py. This tells me that I am in the right folder now. Now to run my script to see if it's working, I start with Python, then creative.py. it has run successfully. Now we can see hello creative brain, which is what I typed in my command, that the Python command print should display hello creative brain when the script is run, and that is exactly what it has done for me. Now there is another way of running the script which I learned from my students when I taught them recently. As I indicated earlier on, when you are teaching, you learn new things as well. The student just typed creative.py and it ran. I was really impressed. She's called Gifty, and I really appreciate the effort she's putting in studying also the Python programming. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section. If you think that there is a better way of doing what I've just done, you can also add. If you have any contributions and suggestions too, you can add. Thank you very much. Let's keep learning and let's keep doing new things.